joining me tonight. This will be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Scorpio in your sun, moon, rising, dominant in your natal chart. If you're cross-watching for a Scorpion with those placements, or if you have it in your 7th house, you might find some information in this reading that may resonate. Hey, Queen of Queens. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Mom 222. Keep in mind that certain things in this reading may resonate and certain things it may be a necessity to kind of disregard. Take what is genuinely your message and leave the rest. Please don't make any rash decisions based on what you hear from a general reading. You would like a reading based on your own personal energy. You can book a reading on my website, AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. There is a sale, currently going on for 30-minute same-day readings. Get it. Let's see what's going on for the Scorpio nation. Scorpio. Okay. Scorpios. It looks like there's something going on in your situation. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I think that that's what someone is thinking about this week, okay? Because it definitely feels like something is on someone's mind, and it feels like it's this very thing, Scorpio or cross-watcher. Some of you, this reading may not resonate at all because you might be in a third party. And this might be the third party story if it's not yours. So somebody is thinking about separating. And since there is a third party for some of you, not all of you have a third party. It looks like somebody could be maybe backtracking. Somebody might be, is this a backtracking situation? You got a Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and highlighted is an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Your reading has something to do with an air sign for some of you, and this could be you, Scorpio. You could be the Queen of Cups. This feels like someone is struggling with something. Go ahead, go back. Someone is struggling with something. For some of you, someone could be struggling to say something. I don't know, maybe someone is nonverbal. Scorpio, maybe somebody's not good with words. We could be talking about a child because there is a child that's in this reading. Something could specifically be going on with a child. Or maybe this is a situation between parent and child. Maybe you've got a child caught in the middle of your situation. Maybe you haven't seen your child in a while because of some sort of separation that could have happened. Okay, what's going on with the Scorpios? Okay. What this looks like is that somebody feels undervalued. And because someone is feeling that way, it looks like someone is deciding to treat their partner that way. So I think that someone is tired of chasing someone down for a commitment. And it seems like there's a conversation that's coming up. It seems like this has been a delayed conversation. Seems like there's been a situation where you've been detached from someone for the longest. Yeah, so you got this 3 of Swords. Somebody's been thinking about this for a while. I think someone's been thinking about this for a while, Scorpio. They just haven't been very vocal about what they're feeling or what they plan to say. Especially if this is a father figure. This may be a father figure that's been out of the picture for a while. Okay. You have the Page of Swords. Somebody's a smoker. Somebody is maybe blowing smoke. It's going to be some sort of empty threat. Maybe this is someone threatening separation, but not really going through with it. But this week, it feels like somebody's feeling confused, maybe a bit directionless, maybe in need of guidance. I think you might have a broken relationship. Some of you Scorpios, or you have an interrupted relationship. It may have something to do with a Taurus. A Taurian could be involved in this. And I tried to put that back. 10 of Pentacles came out. Okay, bear with me. I'm getting the story out, Scorpio. I'm trying to see what exactly is going on. Seems like somebody has issues with abandonment. Scorpio or cross-watcher. Somebody an alcoholic. I think that's what you're annoyed by with someone this week. That maybe somebody won't stop drinking. Some of you could be already, this separation could have already taken place. Scorpio. And it seems like someone has sent you a message, is sending you a message, and it seems like somebody's ignoring someone's message. You know what I mean? Someone's like ignoring someone's desire to maybe talk about something. But it seems honestly like the issue is that someone's not ready to take responsibility for something. I think it's about a drinking habit. You might have a lot of other people involved. There might be a lot of other people giving their opinion about this situation, Scorpio. Why is somebody keeping silent? Oh, it's because someone's not sure. There's a lot of confusion. For some of you, this is a child that may feel like they have to choose between a parent. Like what side they're going to be on, or since parents might be separating, there might be a child that, you know, they might have to decide which home they're going to live, which parent they're going to live with. This feels more so like it's taking sides. Okay, what's going on with Scorpio, Spirit Guide? Okay, so like I said, it looks like you're looking for guidance. Because it looks like someone is looking at the other person as selfish. And someone is looking at the other person as if they're only kind of interested in their own desires and not what makes the relationship work, but what might make one person happy when this is a two-person thing. There's someone in the situation that's struggling with an insecurity, and it seems like it might be both sides. Somebody's going through a depression, and this feels like this is why someone is drinking. Someone is maybe having to sit back and deal with their own insecurities. Scorpio. What is going on with the Scorpio nation? I don't think I understand fully. You have someone coming in, though, Scorpio, and it could be another water sign, a Pisces. Detachment, that's the energy. So you've noticed it, and somebody is definitely noticing. This is what they're thinking about, that somebody is acting real detached, maybe being a bit of a workaholic to maybe avoid the issues that are going on at home. The mood has changed, it looks like. And I think someone is kind of wondering what's going on. I don't think so. Is that what it is? Is somebody wondering what's going on? No, it just looks like it's time for a conversation. Scorpio. This kind of feels like somebody is leaving to be with someone else. I am becoming a better person. Either that's what this is, or this is what someone is worried about. Somebody is attracted to someone else. Right beneath that, we need to let each other go. So it does. It feels like that. This is the reason for the atmosphere of insecurity. I think this has happened before. I think that maybe you've had it, I mentioned to you before, an interrupted relationship. Maybe due to some sort of interference. And maybe there was an attraction to someone else, and this is what caused the relationship to deteriorate and be the way that it is right now. And I think that's why there's so much uncertainty right now. And besides the fact that it's the addiction, it feels like that's one of the biggest factors that maybe has you annoyed by this person. Somebody can't stop thinking about you. That's obvious. Who are they thinking about? Okay. Somebody is constantly thinking about you, Scorpio. Who are you? You have romantic feelings for who, though? Is it for the person that you're with? No, I think somebody is looking outside the relationship, and I think somebody wants to be more than friends with someone else. Like I said, I think that was the issue. That kind of was the issue, and somebody is suspicious that maybe something is going on again. This wouldn't be the first time that this has happened, Scorpio. It seems like this is a repeat situation. And this is why somebody is just tired of feeling like they don't want to chase this anymore. Somebody has a really unpredictable, volatile temper. I'm trying to figure out who somebody is thinking about. Okay, so somebody's playing mind games with you. Yeah, definitely an issue with trust. You're looking over your shoulder. You kind of notice what's going on, Scorpio. So where do we go from here, Scorpios? Somebody feels lost about this. Somebody feels like someone won't get their addiction under control. Somebody smokes a lot. They vape a lot. Yeah. They might be trying to get the advice of other people about this. I think someone in particular might have an issue with the fact that somebody is telling other people about your relationship, venting about it, possibly to this Queen of Wands. I'm calling her Pisces. Well, I guess you could be like a Aries Pisces, but this is my mouth wants to say Aries. So I guess, yes, Aries, Leo, Sag. Somebody's tired of fighting. I think somebody is tired of being stuck. Do you have like a violent situation? Scorpio. I was going to say maybe you're dealing with someone who is stubborn. Or someone that goes silent when maybe it's time for the two of you to talk. Some of you, this isn't Libra. You might be on the Libra Scorpio cusp, possibly. Some of you might need to talk to your lawyer. Maybe you haven't. Because it looks like you might need one for whatever reason. Scorpio. I didn't expect a reading to be like this. I just felt an urgency to do Scorpio. You got the Seven of Swords. The Hierophant, once again, there's definitely an earth sign in this situation. Somebody, when they're angry, they say some very bitter and hurtful words. And it seems like this is what somebody is constantly thinking about, especially a child. This feels like they're just really emotional about this whole situation. I'm trying to see, is somebody coming back to apologize, Scorpio? Or what happens next? Okay, you got a Gemini that entered your reading. Somebody could be on the Taurus Gemini cusp. What do they want? I don't think you communicate well with this person. Not lately. So whatever this is, it feels like somebody does not feel like they can have this conversation. Maybe they've been avoiding it. Some of you are dealing with another Scorpio. Oh. Somebody does view the other one as abusive. As soon as I pick up the deck, detox. I mentioned to you, someone has some sort of addiction issue. So it seems like somebody might feel like they need some time away from the situation in order to feel safe. Somebody's feeling very concerned about this. Maybe some outsiders, maybe these are your family members that could be feeling very concerned about what's going on, right? Because it seems like there's a lot of tension in the household. Scorpio, what's going on with Scorpio? Okay, so it does. It looks like this week someone is maybe they need some time to think about what they're going to do. I'm trying to see if this legal situation has something to do with a divorce. It's things like that's what someone is thinking about. Some of you are legally married. If you are not legally married, for some of you, this feels like you have a cohabitating situation, but you have some sort of a contract, like you live together, like you own a home together, you own property together, or you have a lease or this sort of thing, child together, some sort of tie, something that ties you together. And it seems like somebody is maybe trying to figure out, kind of how to sort things out. Because it seems like somebody might feel like there's just a lot at stake with having to make these decisions so quickly. So it seems like somebody might need some time to think this week. But it seems like somebody's been thinking for a while whether or not they should stay or go. For some of you, this is with a job, and who continues to come up repeatedly is this King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Let's see what happens next, Scorpio Nation. This is a no. It looks like somebody is leaving. Somebody might be leaving temporarily because they're tired of the same cycle. Everything continues to happen again and again. Scorpio, somebody's looking at somebody as arrogant. Somebody could be moving back home, maybe with their family. Somebody's kind of, I don't want to give you this side of type of a message, Scorpio. Somebody has anxiety that somebody's going to leave. Like somebody's afraid of it. And they're really stressed out about this. Somebody's at their breaking point, though, at the same time. What is this? Because it seems like somebody just kind of struggles with their mental health. Maybe that's what's going on with this relationship. It's, I mentioned to you, someone's depressed. And this is why they're drinking. Someone doesn't have any peace about this, Scorpio. Somebody does have a decision to make. You got this King of Pentacles who is possibly even the same person as this King of Swords. So this could be a Libra, Taurus. I guess Libra with Taurus, but Virgo, a Libra, Virgo it could be. Anyway, it seems like someone has two paths that they could possibly go. But somebody is detaching, and it looks like someone could possibly be going in the direction of a fire sign in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This looks like this might be a rebound situation. Like somebody is leaving one situation to go back to something else, or to go back to someone else that they can't stop thinking about, who they might have children with. Somebody wants some sort of freedom, independence. This could be a child. A child may view a parent as being very controlling. This week, it seems like there's some sort of decision that you're kind of faced with, Scorpio. This week, it looks like someone's putting up boundaries because they see what's going on and somebody's not really waiting around. Somebody could have already moved on with somebody else while they were in a relationship with you, it looks like. And now that things are kind of solidified, that a separation is coming up, then it seems like somebody's kind of like already kind of like mentally checked out of the relationship. It seems like something, maybe there was a blow up that happened this month, or someone realized something this month. And now, yeah, they're having to make up a decision. It seems like make a decision rather. Someone's been thinking about this since the holidays. It looks like, I don't know if something happened particularly over the holidays. So like I mentioned to you, for some of you, someone is going in the direction of a fire sign. Yeah. So there's the possibility of there being an ending, and possibly something ends with no closure, no clarity as to why. But I think even though someone doesn't say why they're leaving, I think it's evidence of the other person why. It seems like somebody is feeling like they need some time to take care of themselves, and that the relationship right now is just too complicated, or it comes with too many illusions. We got this card that said mind game. So that's what somebody feels like this, like what's really going on. You got the Tower twice. What happened though? Because it seems like there's more than this that happened, Scorpio. Because if it's a breakup, maybe I'm just... Okay. I guess everybody takes things differently. What's going on? I feel like there's more than this that's going on with Scorpio. Somebody is reconnecting with someone. I guess that's you, singles. But you have a third party. I did say that someone is going in the direction of a fire sign, though. I'm trying to figure out who someone is going. Like, are they leaving you or are they coming back to you to kind of work things out later when things cool off? For some of you, that is the case. For some of you, it is. They may leave to go and kind of calm down for a minute, and then the two of you may come back together and talk. You might be able to have a conversation. It might get kind of tense, but you still might be able to get somewhere. Because whatever happened this week or in the recent past, it feels like somebody's really thinking about this. It doesn't look like they're ready to confess anything, though, even though you might have proof. You might have come across some proof, some receipts or whatever. Somebody's not going to admit to it, Scorpio. They're going to continue to deny it. What's going on with Scorpios? That's what this is. I think some of you have a legal situation is what I felt like this was. That's going on in the background. For some of you, struggling not to call you Libra or Leo. Scorpio, what's going on with court? Because it seems like that's what you're worried about. Okay. This is a court situation. Somebody's looking for someone. This looks like somebody could be running from a court situation. Somebody's possibly gathering evidence or a paper trail on someone. I say somebody's a smoker. Somebody hears news of this, this looks like. Either through gossip. Somebody's coming to look for somebody. I think somebody has a court date, is what this feels like. Yeah, you might be getting... Somebody has a court date. Somebody is getting a court summons. You're waiting for a document in the mail. Someone may need to turn themselves in. Or this is a past tense situation. I mentioned to you that this is an abusive situation for some of you. Somebody could have gotten locked up before. For this, yes. You had a fight with someone and it feels like it got out of hand. Or this could be going down this week, Scorpio. Or not everything plays out at the same time, but some of you, you're not going through this. You might be witnessing it or you might hear about it with somebody else's story. But this definitely feels like somebody is running from a court situation. And somebody is really going through it. That's what I mean. Somebody doesn't know how to cope with what's going on. Maybe it feels like things are just kind of piling up on you, Scorpio. You might feel like you got, promised you, I didn't see the reading going this way. Maybe that's how you feel. Maybe you didn't see the relationship going this way, Scorpio. Anyway, this is the court situation. It seems like you may need to communicate with the court. Or the court could possibly be communicating with you about something. Or somebody around you. Somebody needs to go to the doctor, Scorpio. Yeah, you're going through it. It feels like you are detaching. You're dealing with this alone. So this week, maybe you do just kind of need some time to get away, to sort things out, especially a legal situation. I mentioned to you earlier that somebody hasn't spoken to their lawyer. Maybe your lawyer did not get back to you. You might, like I mentioned to you before, be getting some sort of information that could help you figure out what happens next, because I think that might be the situation. Like somebody's trying to avoid a court appearance. For some of you, this court appearance has something to do with, or this legal situation might have something to do with a divorce. Someone is not fully sure if they're going to go through and file this, but they're definitely feeling like this is, like there's just irreconcilable differences between the two of you at this point. So this conversation could, maybe it's not with this person. Maybe it's with the legal team. What's going on with Scorpio? Yes, somebody is responding to like a domestic disturbance. It could have something to do with elderly people. Maybe there was an accident that happened. Maybe something went way too far, Scorpio. And this looks like maybe there was some sort of cop involvement. Law enforcement may have had to get involved. And somebody can't sleep because they're so worried about what could possibly happen. So maybe something is pending right now, Scorpio. And because everything is up in the air right now, it seems like that's what somebody is just really stressed about. Come on. Liquor makes somebody do some really maybe some things that maybe they wouldn't do when maybe they were sober. Yeah, you definitely have an issue with the cops. That's what I mean. Be careful about things going too far or being too loud. There's a kid involved. They might be in the middle of this and they might be scared. Or this is you may be scared about, yep, you don't know what's going to happen next. So like somebody is on probation, parole, or could be. There's definitely something going on with court for sure. Feel like you're going to talk to someone about this. Some of you Scorpios, there's a pregnancy. Maybe some of you want a baby and maybe this whole thing is good news for you, but it might come at an awkward time. And I already see something else that's awkward in this reading, but I'm going to save that for later. That's what I mean. You got some nosy neighbors. That's possibly who's calling the cops on you. Neighbors may have seen something, overheard something, called the cops, this sort of thing. And it feels like for some of you, if it's not with you and a partner, this is you and family just kind of going at it back and forth. But definitely it feels like voices were raised. For some of you, maybe weapons were involved. You got the devil for some of you, devil and fire. Some of you, this is the Capricorn. Some of you, Aries, Leo, Sag, which we already talked about. Yeah. You're going to court. Or there's something that was said. Somebody gather some type of information. Okay, yeah. The cops were called on the scene. This feels like somebody was questioned. And maybe somebody's not being honest about it. Somebody detects BS. Yeah, this feels like there was a lot of alcohol involved. Scorpio. And like I said, possibly some weapons. I think somebody wants somebody to put the drink down. And it just seems like somebody refuses to stop drinking. I don't know if that was what fueled the whole situation, Scorpio. But truthfully, it looks like somebody's not committed to this. The two of you may maybe talk things out for the purpose of children that could be involved. For some of you, this whole argument situation is not adults. These are children. Maybe your kids are really going through it or they're being bullied at school, that sort of thing. And it seems like there could be a parent that might come to the aid of a child to kind of help them through whatever they might be going through. Because it seems like there's a kid that's just really going through it. At the same time, for some of you Scorpios, it feels like somebody may have passed away. Yeah, this seems like this is just a very intense time for you. You're thinking about somebody that might... That's who you're thinking about for some of you. It's somebody that passed. Maybe it was a pet, possibly. Or you're worried that someone may pass. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, Scorpio. Yeah. Yeah, be careful about your kids. It looks like for some of you, somebody's being bullied. An adult could be being bullied or harassed in school, but this feels like this is just like the home atmosphere. Might need to, maybe you're getting your car washed. Maybe there's something going on with your car. But it seems like there's some sort of conflict that's been going on for a while. Things are awkward between you and this person, and maybe you're just needing some time to figure out your next moves. Or somebody's trying to figure out where they need to go, because like I said, some of you, you're connected to this person because of some sort of like financial tie, a lease, children. Somebody's kind of thinking about this and kind of sorting this out about how this might play out. Yeah, some sort of investigation is going on. Somebody's looking closer, taking a closer look at something. And yeah, it would have something to do with maybe a detective sort of thing. Unless this is not a situation. Yeah, especially if there is violence involved. This is like somebody getting involved and there's like a child case involved here. Like a CPS, Child Protective Services thing that could be going on. Somebody could possibly be accusing somebody of some sort of child abuse. What's going on with Scorpio? Let's see. Let's look at some other area of your life, Scorpio. Because oh, somebody's gonna take a plea deal. I don't know. Maybe that's something you haven't talked to your lawyer about. I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't. I'm just kind of seeing that in the reading. Definitely feels like you're very in touch with your ancestors. Tormented and anguished. I think that's you. Yeah. It's about some sort of legal situation. I think that's what somebody is worried about this week. Like I said, some sort of communication comes in this week, and it might help you kind of, like I said, figure out what's going on. You got a spy. But I mean, somebody's under some sort of investigation. Let's see what's going on with your money, Scorpio. Seems like you're distracted this week. Like I mentioned, some of you Scorpios, you're workaholics. You got a lot of work to do. But it seems like you might be distracted about whatever is going on at home or about someone in particular. So it just seems like you're going to work distracted by maybe a lot of different things that are going on. Be careful about going to work intoxicated, because it looks like there could be people at work that could be noticing that, Scorpio, and it could be them that's talking about it. You know, people have a mouth, Scorpio, they're gonna run their mouth. It seems like you're stressed out at work this week. Hopefully this isn't you kind of lashing out at people, Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio's money this week? I feel like somebody's afraid that they're going to lose their job. Or their home. Scorpio. So be careful about going to work and maybe showing too much of your emotions. It seems like maybe Scorpio or Crosswatcher, you kind of wear your heart on your sleeve, or it's just that type of work. It seems like your work atmosphere might be kind of affected by this. And as a result, it may affect your money. So I don't know. I don't know if this is you kind of taking some time off from work. Like I said, it just seems like you might need some time to kind of figure things out. It doesn't seem like you have a whole bunch of disposable income this week, Scorpio or Crosswatcher, but it does look like something might come in that kind of resolves this. Maybe this isn't a pay week for you. Maybe next week is. This seems like a lot of your money might be going to bills that maybe have been postponed. But I think the issue is that, Scorpio, maybe you've kind of been thinking about leaving this work environment for a while. Maybe things at work are just, maybe you're just not getting along with someone. It's not just something minor. It seems like somebody has a hard time maybe keeping their mouth shut. I don't know if you're getting into it with your boss or some sort of coworker, Scorpio, but somebody might be viewing someone as being aggressive or whatever. I don't know. If this is a financial situation and you're like short on money or whatever, it seems like the money comes in this week to cover some sort of bill that you have, or someone comes in to offer some sort of help, advice about something, even if it's legal. And it does. If this is a legal situation, it does. It feels like you're able to come to some sort of an agreement. Make some sort of a deal. There's a Leo, if I didn't mention this. And yeah, somebody passed. Yeah, it just seems like love is kind of complicated this week, Scorpio. Something about a legal situation may change. It may turn around. You just might need some time to kind of let things play out. But definitely, if there is a situation where there is something here with cops being called in some sort of situation, it just feels like there is some sort of protective order that's put in place. Somebody could possibly be getting a restraining order, whatever. Defend. You might need but I appreciate that, Miss Shelley. That was very sweet of you to say that. You might need a defense attorney, okay? Because like I said, it feels like there's some sort of accusation that's being made. Someone is either accusing you, Scorpio, of doing something. Somebody around you. You may need to lawyer up, Scorpio. You may need someone to defend you, and you might actually find the right type of lawyer. Yeah, this obviously, once again, it feels like there's some sort of deal that it seems like you might be reaching with this. Unless this is some sort of corruption in the background that could be going on. Maybe there's people in the background that have made deals on this or whatever. But for a majority of you, I feel like this is some sort of plea deal, where someone may get less time, or you're able to come up with an agreement. We have this card that says spy that came up. Somebody, you got some weird activity going on in the background. But yeah, this feels like this is the cops coming to somebody's home, possibly for the sake of a child. And yeah, I think somebody is worried about getting locked up. I don't know if this is something that, I think this has already happened in the past, and somebody might be worried that it happens again. But if this is somebody going to court lying, because for some of you, you've got that sort of situation. I don't know, somebody's testifying against someone. Somebody's lying. Lying to a lot of different people. Other people might be buying into this sort of situation. I don't know. It feels like something could be playing out publicly or online. This could be going on with a celebrity or whatever. Somebody could be in the media, social media, this sort of thing. Yeah. You're having some sort of issue or power struggle with someone in a position of power. But that's what I mean about an attorney. You might be hiring a very high power attorney to maybe help represent you with something that might be going on. Okay. Gosh, Scorpio. Is there anything else that I missed for the Scorpio Nation? Oh, this, but I don't know if I want to add another layer on top of this. You had a lot of pressure, Scorpio. We talked about that at work. You might just have a very stressful job. You might be kind of behind. Maybe you're kind of running to keep up with the pace because it seems like there's a lot going on in your home atmosphere with there being some sort of separation. Like I said, if it's not separation between you and your partner, it could be separation with a child. Excuse me. Anything else for the Scorpio Nation? Yeah. We talked about that briefly with your money, your financial situation. You might feel like month after month you're in the same situation, but it seems like coming up you might have some money that might be coming in that helps ease the pressure off of you. Some of you, the separation could potentially be happening at work. Maybe you're leaving for a better job, a job that has better pay. Yeah, you've been going through this for the longest. Didn't I say somebody has a health issue and may need to go to the doctor? I wasn't supposed to spend this much time, but the spirit guides are bringing it back up. No, this feels like this is connected to someone's sobriety. It seems like somebody wants someone to sober up for their own good. Could be a drinking issue. That could be, doesn't even have to be a drinking issue, some sort of an addiction. It seems like maybe it's time to detox from something because your body is just really going through it. And your body, it seems like it's trying to rid itself of a lot of different toxins. Scorpio, maybe you've been indoors a lot. Maybe it's time to go outside. Somebody might be dragging somebody to the doctor, or there might be a health situation, Scorpio, that kind of makes it abundantly clear to you that it's time to go to see the doctor. Maybe you have seen the doctor about something, and maybe you feel like you haven't gotten like a solid solution to something. Some of you could possibly be getting a second opinion. You could be changing doctors. Or some of you could possibly be looking into some sort of alternative medicine. I think some of you may not know what's going on with your body, Scorpio. And this week you might be asking your body for a message about what's really going on within it. Scorpio, you might need to do your taxes. And some of you, there's some sort of trial coming up, this feels like. This is like a trial, some sort of court subpoena. I don't know, maybe some of you are doing jury duty. Especially with this death card. I don't know if somebody passed. Maybe you're kind of watching something on TV, like a trial or whatever. But either way, since we're talking about health, make sure you hydrate yourself well. This week you might be just kind of dehydrated, very stressed out. And I think you might be thinking about leaving a stressful situation behind for a minute. Somebody's keeping a secret. I think that's with a love relationship. And didn't I say somebody's trying to hunt someone down? Someone's looking for somebody at their home. I don't know what that's about. All right, Scorpio, let's see the advice. Oh my God, Andrea, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Gosh. Advice, Holy Spirit, about the Scorpio nation. Scorpio, what is the advice? Your children are watched over by angels. Some of you, that's where the worry is. You're separated from your child. Some of you. And you're worried about maybe things that might be going on around them. Yeah. You're definitely thinking about somebody. Ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. Archangel Michael, thank you for assisting me with fill in the blank. Please help me be fulfilled with faith and peace at all times. Okay, this feels like for some of you, this is a spiritual battle. I didn't want to talk about this because this reading already took a lot of turns and whatever. But I think for some of you, there is a spiritual battle going on. And this is something that you might be calling on your archangels to help lift a situation that might be going on that might feel like that's why your life is very chaotic. That's not the case for everyone, but for some of you, it has something to do with energy that's being sent to you. Like I said, that's not everyone's story. Go forward fearlessly. Thank you for walking with me every step of the way, for holding my hand, giving me confidence and courage, and guiding my thoughts and actions in the direction of love and my life's true purpose. Okay. Decide to be happy now is right beneath that. So maybe this is some sort of career change. I mentioned to you, some of you, this separation has something to do with your job. Maybe this is you developing the courage to kind of figure that out. Because it seems like there's something about your job that you wish would change. And maybe you feel like there's just too many people playing around in your energy, or you have people that are just kind of weirdos, kind of prowling around or whatever. So it just feels like this is you maybe deciding to go forward fearlessly towards your purpose and decide to be happy now. Because it seems like in some aspect of your life, maybe you feel that you're not. So it seems like this week you are making a change about that. You're dealing with your inner child issues, maybe going to counseling. But this week, it definitely feels like your guides are saying, find a way to comfort yourself with something that you might be going through emotionally, and to practice self-compassion, because maybe at times you're just really hard on yourself when you really don't need to be. Because it looks like you've been doing the inner work, Scorpio. We're all a work in progress. Not everyone no one on this walking this earth's surface is perfect, Scorpio. Energize yourself with the weather. Right beneath that, release the critical voices within. Identify your emotional triggers. There's definitely, without a doubt, something that's coming up to trigger you. If it's not a relationship that maybe you're kind of separating from, or you just kind of need some time to kind of maybe work through some sort of trigger. We absorb the emotions of others that remain unhealed in ourselves. Notice your triggers, such as anger and fear, and gently begin to heal them. For some of you, it's somebody's fear, maybe fear of abandonment, that might be a deep issue here. Since we're talking about healing from things. Excuse me. Release the critical voices within. When a critical inner voice says, I'm not enough, or I'm too sensitive, immediately counter it with, this is not true. Focus on loving thoughts instead. Yeah, this isn't the time, Scorpio. You got too much going on. You want to keep a level head about this as much as you possibly can. This isn't the time to go and beat up on yourself about mistakes that you feel that you made. Learn from them, yes. But what good is it to constantly tear yourself down? To protect yourself from toxic people or situation, imagine a shield of white light surrounding your body. This keeps negativity out and lets positive energy in. Visualize a shield of protection. It seems like you're wide open. And maybe susceptible to energy because you're an empath. You're someone that maybe absorbs the energy of other people very easily. And since you do have a lot of maybe some negative people, negative situations that could be going on around you, you may really want to take it into consideration about shielding your energy. Stop sensory overload. If too much is coming at you too fast, decrease your stimulation level. Take a break from people, dim the lights, and savor quietude. I think that's exactly what you're doing. I think, like we mentioned before, you need some time, it looks like, to think about things. So you might be separating yourself from people this week. Other people might view you as an introvert or being detached, but it looks like you're doing this for a reason. Some of you is due to depression. Others of you, and you might notice some telltale signs, some warning signs about this. And it looks like you could possibly be going to get some help. But for others of you, it seems like you're putting up boundaries because it's a respect factor for you. But for others of you, it's a power issue. Somebody is very controlling. And it just seems like somebody feels like they need some time away from this situation to kind of, like I said, figure out what their next move is. Maybe this is what brings you to tarot. Maybe some of you are tarot readers. With that, Scorpio, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can go over to AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Again, I have a sale going on for 30-minute same-day readings if you are interested. Peace out, Scorpio Nation.